guys, welcome back to Ethan's World Learn with us. Today we're going to be talking about plants and how they make their food, parts of a plant, their life cycles, and more. Did you know that plants make food on their own using a process called photosynthesis? Yeah, literally. This was literally me when I first heard it. Comment below if you knew. Let's talk about classifying fruits and vegetables as plant parts. Fruits and vegetables come from different parts of a plant. Like the roots, only carrots and radishes come from the roots. There are many more, but carrots and radishes come from roots. Celery and asparagus comes from stems. Spinach and lettuce come from leaves. Broccoli and cauliflower comes from flowers. Apple, tomato, and banana comes from fruits. Now don't get mad at me. I know I put tomato in for fruits, but it's true. Apple, tomato, and banana, they come from fruit, part of the plant. Now, this is important now. A tomato is a fruit, even though we call it a vegetable. Let's go on to the next slide. Plant parts and their functions. Now, this is a little hard to remember, but if you know the basics, you can remember anything. Now, what does a root do? We talked about that it absorbs water, it holds the plant, and it also absorbs minerals. So the stem supports plants, moves water, and also food. The leaves make the food through a process of photosynthesis. The flowers help make seeds, while the fruits protect the seeds, and then the seeds grow into new plants. Think of this whole thing as a team. If you need more explanations, you can look at the visual diagram if you are a visual learner. Every part, as I was talking about, every part helps the plant survive, right? The roots, the stem, the leaf, the flowers, the fruit, and the seeds help the plant survive. How do plants make photosynthesis? How do plants make food? They go through this process called photosynthesis. They need sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, and then they add those substances up and make glucose and oxygen. The oxygen we breathe. The carbon dioxide is just turned into the oxygen, while if you add sunlight plus water, it makes glucose, which is another word for food. If you want to know a simple formula, it's sunlight plus water plus carbon dioxide is equal to food plus oxygen. But photosynthesis only happens in the leaves. Let's talk about flower parts and their functions. Flowers help plants produce. Petals, they attract insects. Sepals protect the flower. Stamen makes pollen. They're also known as the male part, while the pistil and carpel are known as the female part because they make seeds. The structure of a flower and their functions. You can look at this. This is a very useful diagram that you will need to know if you're taking a test. Pollination helps the flower make seeds. Let's talk about flowering plants and conifer life cycles. Flowering plants use the flowers and fruits. Seed, seedling, adult, flower, fruit, seed. It starts from a seed, goes to a seedling, to an adult, to a flower, to a fruit, then restarts the whole life cycle. While the conifer keeps everything from the flowering plants, but just replaces the flower to fruit and turns it into cone. As you see, seed, seedling, adult, seed. Just this part is different. Flowers is equal to flowering plants, and when someone says cones, you know it's conifers. Here is a conifer / flowering plants. Mosses and ferns are different though. They do not have seeds or flowers. They reproduce using spores. This is a spore right here. The life cycle is spore to a young plant to an adult plant and restart. And they usually grow in wet places like wetlands. Sorry, my handwriting. Okay, now let's talk about photosynthetic organisms. Photosynthetic organisms make their own food using sunlight. Examples: plant, algae, and cyanobacteria make their own food using sunlight, which is called the process of photosynthesis. If it uses sunlight to make food, it is a photosynthetic organism. Guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video, make sure to have your notification bell, and subscribe for more science videos, and comment what you learned today. Here's a little review. Roots drink, leaves cook, flowers make seeds, sun provides food power. Again, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!